everyone, and welcome to Fleet Sunday Streaming, Hearts of Iron 4. Yes, we are back once again, giving it the old 9 and 10 on the whole streaming bit. Yes, this time with monetization. We absolutely smashed all of our goals on Wednesday. The first time I ever streamed with monetization enabled. We didn't so much reach the goals as absolutely cannonball through them with the force of an atomic bomb. Thanks to some very generous people in the chat. So, as you may last recall, we just finished off some of the campaigns in Africa we were dealing with, and I have now received reform information from Foxo and Dragon. So there will be some military reforms that will be undertaken in the aftermath of the unification of the Anglosphere. But that's for the future. For now, we have some work to do. And with all that out of the way and all of the work done, we can now get cracking. So, available projects. I may as well look at these before we do anything else. Let's have a look. Subcarrier, is that really necessary? Surprise self-propelled howitzer? We could do that. Flying elephant project. That would be funny. But that can wait. So, where are we and what is there to do? So, first thing to do is we really need to poke our former colonies in Australia and New Zealand. Which we're going to do in a minute. We're getting uranium from the Congo, which is exceptionally nice. I have really no business to be fighting the Italians right now. I'm blowing their navy to Kingdom Come, but I don't really have a need or a want to actually fight them in any real capacity. So if we can get a stalemate peace if we can get a white peace return to status quo, I'd just be very happy to do that if they'll accept that. We've got some forces planning to invade Venezuela, but that's in the future. We're just getting ready for the attack into Ethiopia. Basically down to the fact that they will not stop causing uprisings across my nation, and the only way to get rid of that is to, well, basically crush Ethiopia, so they can't do it anymore. And that leads us to where we are right now. I'm just gonna... There we go, just turn that down a tad. Wave 4 does have some pretty good music, I'm not gonna lie. It's quite upbeat stuff. So, got me cuppa. Got me equipment. Okay, so we need to obviously phase out the some of the older cruiser tanks. We will get onto that. While I have inherited some things from Foxo and Dragon, I've not completely abandoned some of my older principles. So some things will be retained in the new fleet doctrine that I am working on. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot about Argentina. We'll get to them in a minute. Right, okay, so without further ado, let me drop it down to 1 speed, because I know what my game's like. It will explode. It's going to take us a while before we get things rolling, so let's just do that real quick. Okay, I'm just going to zoom right in. And take a look at these happy little boys going northwards up the Cape to Cairo railway line. If the game will let me. There we are, look at the boys. Look at them go. There they go. I don't know why they have Matildas. They don't have Matildas. They have Cruiser Mark 4s, I think. If that's the current main tank of our troops. You can tell I'm very much geared towards fighting wars not in Europe, but obviously there will be a drastic reorganization of the way in which we handle those conflicts going forwards. And of course, the vast stockpile of cruiser tanks we've built up will enable us to create a fairly large fleet of casemate tank destroyers to serve as assault guns for our infantry, which is one of the things I was told that light tank chassis are very good for once you move move over to mediums as your main tanks. So that'll be quite useful. You'll have to forgive me, I can't read chat right now owing to the fact that I'm waiting for Hoi 4 to pull itself out of its stupor and get rolling, so you'll have to give... Look, the old steam-powered computer is still with us, and until she is retired to her well-earned rest, we have to put up with her idiosyncrasies. And that's just the way it is. There we go, now she's finally got herself in gear. There we go. It took you a bit, didn't it, girl? But you got there in the end. You did in fact get there. There you go. That's the way. That's the way. There you go. Good girl. Let's see what the peoples on the interwebs are saying, shall we? Oh, one person is watching. We're really close to our followers goal. We can only get 2 more followers. But if we get 2 more followers, like, we will... Oh, hello, Potter Pie. Welcome. Welcome. Just a quick question. Have you found me from Dr. Clark, Twitter, randomly searching on Twitch? How have you come to be here? Always happy to have new chatters. Oh, I think that's just got us out of the European war. Good. That's fantastic. I had no business being in that conflict anyway. Literally had no purpose to me being in that. Okay, so very quickly I can stand down the fleet from well, I would stand down the fleet if I could actually, you know, thank you. Okay, home fleet, yeah, I get you're doing the work off Norway, and I respect that, I do. But come on now, lads, back to Scarpa Flow. Come on, everybody back to Scarpa Flow. Off you go, apart from the Rosyth Force, they go back to Rosyth. Go on, back you go. Back you go. There you go, back to Rosyth. Okay. I don't know English well, so there may be misunderstandings. Oh, never mind. Knowing English is not a prerequisite to enjoying the stream. I don't have any requirements that anyone has to be able to speak English to follow my streams. My streams are for everybody. And I hope that you will enjoy them as much as, well, the rest of the people do. So, very quickly, let me just shut down the rest of it that I don't need to try and save on a bit of broadcasting power. Marvellous. And let's accelerate the game up to the standard 3 speed that we run on. Marvellous. Okie dokie. So, the first thing that I want to do... Well, we don't need sub-carriers, really. Non-aggression pact from Portugal. You know what? I can get behind that. Portugal lost their colonies in Africa anyway, I believe. Oh, no, they actually... They released them as puppets rather than coring them, which is a bit of a weird choice, but alright. So we got out of the war with Europe, which is fine. I had no interest in that anyway. I like how Orleanist France is in the Italian Confederation, which now no longer contains Italy. Which, you know what? Fine, I guess. I mean, to be fair, the entire world has returned to a more authoritarian outlook. A more monarchist outlook, with obviously the Danubian Federation basically being a dominant power in Eastern Europe under the Habsburgs. Whether or not that actually leads to some form of unification further down the line after the defeat of the Communists remains to be seen. But it does appear that the Italian Confederation, involving the French, the Poles, and I believe a few other states as well, and the Danubian Federation are basically punching the Soviets out of existence. There's also the Swedes, who, despite not being communist, are in the Comintern. No, I don't understand it. Believe me, I wish I did, because then I could understand it. But I do not. First things first, though, we need to crush the Ethiopians so they stop inciting revolts across East Africa. Please, please stop this. I swear to all that is holy, will you please stop? I now actually need to consider what comes next in terms of the war against the Australians. So I think first thing I want to do is I think we need to get there is a fairly sizable force to actually squish Australia that has been built up basically by British Malaya. It's just yeah, they've built up a fairly sizable army which I can use to crush the Australians rather than having to import forces from elsewhere. And we don't have to worry about getting a landing ashore because once we build up our stockpiles again, which we soon will, we will be able to... I don't know why the Argentinians are operating in Europe. Are we no longer at war with Argentina? Oh no, we are at war with Argentina. Oh yes, because they're Commonwealth of... That reminds me. I need to boil up a force to deal with the Argentinians at some point. We've got the Lexingtons and Arkansas, basically keeping the Argentine fleet bottled up. I think they still have the Rivadavias. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to check on that. Yes, the Argentinian Navy is basically mostly intact. So we're having to keep that bottled up for now. But we're just now working on bringing up our levels of equipment so that we're able to actually throw things at people and have, things work successfully. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely glorious. Yep, we'll obviously get better engineer companies. That'll be rather good. Now I basically need to come up with... So I had a formation of Royal Marines, I believe. Yes, here we go. So, obviously, these will be the Royal Marines. And because I'm British, I mean, I could be cruel, and I could send them ashore with, not too much in the way of backup. But I'm not cruel. And so I won't be doing that. I'll be giving them things like helicopter brigades. I'll be giving them things like super heavy artillery, support artillery, support anti-air. Oh, really? I was... That's so typical. That's so typical. Just when you think you've got it just about right, and then everything goes to toffee in a handbasket. But, hey, what else is new? Let's see. Is there anywhere where we're falling behind in research? Oh my goodness, yes, that is a place where we're falling behind in research. Quickly, fleet, get the atom bomb before someone else does. There's also, Japan, which, despite being democratic... Oh, they're not fighting China, they're trying to crush, the Imperial Kwantung territories. Which is there's a really weird alliance structure going on. Oh my goodness, it's Kim Il-sung. Holy smokes, Batman. Oh my goodness, Kim Il-sung. Oh my god, the DPRK. Oh my god. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. I was not expecting to see them at all. That's funny. Oh dear. So, moving forward swiftly. So there we go. So we've got the new AEC armored cars, which will help. I could probably trim the armored car production back a tad. And we need to really work on amphibious tanks now. So, honestly, calling that the medium AT1, that is a fairly decent. Give it a close support gun. No open turret. We'll give it horseman suspension. We'll cast it. Actually, no, we'll weld it. We'll high hardness weld it. Give it a diesel engine. Improved radio. Sloped armor. Extra ammo stowage. And smoke launchers. There we go. Brilliant. Beautiful. And I'm just going to raise it above that for now. And the reason why I'm only doing that is because I want to just check quickly, because I've forgotten exactly how fast the terrapin is. 7k. Okay, so we need to basically make it no faster than 7 kilometers an hour. If it can do that, then it's fine. 6.9. Beautiful. That will do. That will do very nicely. Vauxhall, building. Just Build it. Build it because it's there. Let's replace the Bren carrier with the Universal carrier, because that will mean we can bring those into service fairly sharpish. Bulk up the numbers of ATs, and then, of course, bring in the first marks of Terrapin. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. That is what we like to see. Drop 2 of the things off mechanized and 1 off trucks to bring Terrapin production up to standard for our fully mechanized Royal Marine. Excuse me 1 second, folks. Someone is bashing on my door. I'll be right back. Apologies for the delay, everybody. The cat was battering my door, making an awful lot of noise because she was unhappy. Typical cat. Never mind, it's fine. Oh, very nice. Helicopter brigade, support artillery, super heavy artillery, support anti-air. You don't need support AT because it'll have its own organic. Tanks, which is fine. So I want to try and get up to about a combat width of either we go big or we go small, and I haven't decided which yet. So I think what I'm going to go for is I'm going to go for a fairly heavy. So if I go with a 20 width Royal Marine div, that will do fairly well, I think. For why are you for? What is? Oh, the super heavy artillery. Yeah, that makes sense. Let me just replace you with a machine gun and a flamethrower company. There we go. Oh my goodness, this is just gonna shatter beachheads wherever it lands. Beautiful. Royal Marines, that's what we like best. There we go. Right, so we're not short on anything, are we? No, we were short on aluminium, but we're not now because, well, we control a massive chunk of the empire of the world. That's fine. I don't think we can tone that down to 1. And then crank up Terrapin production even higher than it already is. I'm researching better aircraft. Did I get better aircraft? I can't remember. See, this is where I am now. I'm forgetting what I've got and what I've not. Oh, yeah, probably need to do some research into better aviation. Get heavier bomb locks and stuff. Things like radar jammers, better air-launched torpedoes. Naval tech is, I think, where I want it to be. Yeah, I'm fairly certain. Not perfect, but it's where I want it to be. I do know what I really do need, though. I need a tranche of modern cruisers. Basically because I've discovered that if you if you use any form of capital ship that isn't a heavy cruiser in a formation, it's considered a... is that... I assume that's the... I assume that's the heavy cruiser hull for this period. Yeah, it's got to be. So, three triple 9.2-inch mounts. There we go. Improved dual-purpose secondaries, decent large cruiser armor scheme, high velocity AP to give it even more piercing, because the whole point of this ship is that it's supposed to be able to stand against previous generation battleships and at least have a chance of defeating their protection schemes. There we go, better anti-air. Dual-purpose secondaries. Give it 2 sets of torpedo launchers and a catapult. No, not there. We'll swap that round. So we'll have the cat there, and we'll have the torpedoes there. Fantastic, beautiful. And this would be the Cavendish class heavy cruisers. There we go. Marvelous, fantastic. You'd love to see it. I'm actually quite pleased with that design. And the whole reason that I basically need these is because I basically have to phase out from all of my heavy scouting wings all of the capital ships that were being used in them. So I have to basically crash build an entire 10-ship class of large cruisers to replace the battle cruisers that were in the scouting wings. So I have to build 10 of them all at once. They'll all come out in September 42, which is not bad for let's see, for a cruiser armed with 9, probably about 20,000 tons worth of cruiser, armed with 9.2-inch guns. Not bad. Okay, so where were we? I don't think there's anything I've missed, has there? No. Oh, actually, yeah, a new strategic bomber. The Bomber Command. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. There we go. Decent radial engines. Constant rotating props on the Halifax. I don't think it's needed. 2 bomb bays. Give it... yeah, give it a high aspect wing for good range. Give it a turbocharger for high altitude flight. Twin tail. Bomb sight. Give it some cannon turrets. Extra fuel tanks. Can we get away with self-sealing? We can, that's beautiful. And we will call that the Halifax. Very nice indeed. Fantastic, that's what we like to see. And that'll upgrade our bomber fleet. Right, with all that out of the way, let's actually get back to going forward, shall we? So now we're just working on building up our supplies for Australia. I need to basically get these guys in Malaya ready to go at a moment's notice. So let me just get you lads ready to go. So in Singapore proper, so you're ready to go whenever you need to. I assume, yeah, I think Malaya's basically filled itself up with... Yes, Malaya has basically filled itself up with factories, so no wonder it's able to field so vast an army. We don't have any spare ships going, do we? Or is it all just... Oh, no, there's Lion, which is one of the last KGVs, and a bunch of Crown colonies. I think they were going to go into the North Atlantic Fleet, weren't they? Yes, they were. I'm sure there was another Lion I ordered. I can't remember. Because I remember that Far Eastern Scouting Force had a bunch of carriers, which I couldn't have, so I'll have to think out where I'm going to send them. We've got the G3-based battle cruisers. And I need to really consider about some form of new capital ship as well, but that's fine, it's not that big of a deal. 25 pounders coming along nicely, sport equipment coming along nicely. We just need to keep cranking things out as best we can. Jolly good. Now we need to really think about going forward. I can't really justify retiring my capital assets from the scouting forces until such a time as the replacement assets are available. So what I might do is I might reorganize the way things look. So I might, because you're fine as it is, you'll have some work to do. I can recall the Mediterranean fleet back to Alexandria, as the threat is now basically over. There we go. We've had to stop construction on 2 of the rear Cavendish-class cruisers. That's fine, though. Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. What a heavy cruiser variant of the Crown Colonies have looked like. Oh. Would have been the London, wouldn't it? Oh, that makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Interesting way of looking at it, but it's true. Would have looked like that, wouldn't it? Some form of London derivative, anyway. There we go. Brilliant. Do we need any ideas or anything doing? Oh, we probably do. We can leave conscription where it is, I think. What I need to really do is start getting the royalist people in, so get Mosley in to manage the economy, get Churchill in to be the bulldog, and then, of course, drag poor old Lloyd George out of retirement. Bless him. Okay, where are we? Let me just have a look. Take out the Legend Mariner, we can do that later. Reclaim the Jewel and the Crown, again, that's something that I don't want to really do until I've consolidated the rest of the Empire, because India will be a hell of a campaign. Also, there's a new Mughal Empire, which will probably end up going to war with India. Of course. Yes, of course. Of course they did. Fine. Just see, this is what I'm talking about. The Ethiopians will continue to do things like this, which therefore basically means they just have to be killed. Like, it's not up for negotiation. This just basically has to happen as soon as the Ethiopians do this. Luckily, we have a bunch of mobile forces in the area, and yeah, this will not take very long. Speaking of which, how long is the war with Ethiopia going to take to generate? Oh, not till 11th of March 42. Fair enough. Yeah, this won't take very long. Turns out when you try and fight tanks with, well, just rifles, doesn't end very well. Yeah. See, Ethiopia, you bring in the hammer down on yourself because you're forcing me to do this. Personally, I don't really much care. Oh, it does do that. Damn. Yeah, so personally, I don't much care. If you were to just sit as an independent African. Okay, fine. Do my job for me. I was going to declare war on you, but you've done me the solid of, you know, just doing it for me. So fine, I will just rapidly crush you in 5 seconds flat. This won't take very long. I too. Oh well, I think Dr. Clark's still... Yeah, Dr. Clark is still going. Oh, they didn't. Oh wait, yes, did they just. Where the, where the heck are the rest of my divisions? Where are the rest of my divisions? Okay. Because that uprising just cut off a bunch of my divisions, and I don't know where they are now. Where are they? Oh, they're all over there, I think. That's just a bit silly. Because that's basically just... That's aggressively silly, because that's literally just given the Ethiopians a free pass when they were getting shattered. Hang on, let me just take Djibouti so I can get air forces in play. It's a bit annoying, but never mind. We will deal with this fairly sharpish. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. A minor setback, but nothing more than that. Let me just send one of the armor through to Addis Ababa. End this war quickly. They basically just got exceptionally lucky that the they did what? Really, gentlemen? How are you Ethiopian puppets? Okay. Oh, okay. No, I don't understand this. If anyone understands this, please let me know, because I don't. Let me get a portion of the North Atlantic Fleet down here, yeah. Get the North Atlantic Fleet down to the Caribbean Fleet Sea. Just deal with that nonsense. That's a bit weird, but okay. Onwards to Addis Ababa. Come on. Thing is, the Italians were the easy mode of colonial powers. You chose to pick a fight with a power that has been fighting in Africa for most of the late 30s and early 40s, and you thought this was going to go well. Oh, I need to somehow rush more divisions over there. Sudan is advancing up towards Alexandria. It's annoying. Let me just evacuate the Mediterranean fleet quickly to Malta. It's fine. There wasn't going to be a Sudan, and then there was. Can dominate the Caribbean. Oh, the South America's command should not be operating in the Caribbean. You should solely be operating in the Argentine coast. Leave the Caribbean to the North Atlantic Scouting Force, please. Thank you. Norwegian territorials. Oh, that's very funny. They think they have leverage. They do not, in fact, have leverage. One of the annoying things about this uprising is that the nation as a whole breaks away rather than just an area around the capital, which is annoying. It's aggressively silly because there should be no way that works. We've got a clear path, haven't we? Yeah, so just take that, and then we'll encircle a bunch of Ethiopian divisions here. I'm just going to slow it down to 3 speed again so I can see what the heck I'm doing without losing my marbles. This creates another war which slows down my planned invasion of Australia. Typical. Absolutely typical. May as well fill the centre of the United States with refineries. There we go. At least gives my factory something to do. Just push into there and along the other side of the river towards Khartoum. Like I say, them pushing north is fine. Please, push north into Egypt. You think you're winning, but you're not. Because all you're doing is basically pulling your forces away from the area that actually matters, aka your own core territory. You also have no military industry to speak of, as this part of Africa hasn't been built up by me yet. So all they've really done is, well, in the politest possible sense, there we go. Okay, let me just very quickly make sure that the Armored Corps is focused on the Sudan campaign, and ask that the normal African army deals with Ethiopia, if that is at all possible. Just because I need this whole African conflict over and done with. It's annoying. It's just more annoying than anything else, if you want the honest answer. Can we build a airbase on the Cocos Islands? Because if we can, I'd like to start bombing Western Australia. My Halifaxes should have the range by now, I think. Oh, we did lose some factories in that whole invasion, didn't we? It's a real shame, but never mind. Yes, I will actually get self-propelled super heavy howitzers. Be funny. Ethiopia's insistence on trying to not die is invariably frustrating. I have to barge on and take Port Sudan, but that's fine. The various different flanking forces actually covering the attack as we move further north. Hello? Ah, hello, Dr. Clark. Here is the raid. Here is the raid. Excellent. Hello, everybody. Oh, wow, only 3. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's a lag between how many people are in chat. It takes a while for the chat to catch up. Hello, everybody. There should be 20 people coming down, which is going to be hilarious. Yes, here comes the raid. Hello, Dr. Clark has raided with a party of 13. Oh, there we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're currently in the middle of dealing with African problems. That's fine, though. Things are going according to plan. I was preparing for this war anyway. It's just that the Ethiopians got the jump on me before I was ready. And I just managed to sort the supply situation as well, which is even more annoying. Never mind. It's fine, it's fine. I hope your stream went well, Dr. Clark. I really do need some... okay, if we can take that airbase, we can get some air power into the region around. There we go. As long as we can keep the supplies rolling, we should be good. We need to retake the railway leading to Khartoum from the south. Yeah, they've seized Egypt, but that's fine. It's not a problem. Like, they can't really hold it, because they can't really hold any ground in any significant way. There we go. Let me just research improved reconnaissance. There we go. Brilliant. There we go. Like I say, I'm pushing on. I think if we seize Port Sudan, Sudan should fall. I'm fairly certain. Yeah. If Port Sudan falls, then I think that's game over. Oh my goodness. How come you're not a subscriber? Basically because What do you mean my audio's not that good? Can you define? Could you define what you mean by audio not good? If you give me some sort of a steer on what the problem is, I might be able to fix it. There we go. Marvellous, that's fantastic. Keep rolling forwards, lads, that's it. Come on, forwards, 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 onto Port Sudan. Oh, that's the entire Sudanese army coming down from their conquest in Egypt. I think my hope for a quick campaign might have just been turned to ash, which is annoying. This whole war is just one I didn't even want to have to fight. This would have been a short conflict with Ethiopia if they hadn't just made Sudan rise up. And the whole nation rose up, not even just half of it. The entire country of Sudan just rose up. I'm like, do you mind? I'm busy. I'm trying to fight the Ethiopians here and you people are getting in the way. Well, the reason I'm fighting the Ethiopians is exactly this. They've decided to just make Africa have uprisings continuously. It's something they can do in their focus too. When you're an Ethiopian player, it's pretty funny to do. When you're literally anyone else, it's not fun. Alright. As per, since I've learned from Dragon and Fox, I'm building 10 9.2-inch armed cruisers to take the place of the heavy capital assets, that's the battle cruisers in my scouting forces, because of the way Hoi 4 treats navies that I have learned. So I'm working around making sure that will no longer be a problem. Just advancing up the Cape to Cairo railway line, as you do. Now once I've seized that, I can reopen the railway to Khartoum. That'll be fine and dandy. And again, the tanks are still trying to engage the Ethiopians. You're supposed to be fighting on the Sudan front, please. It's delaying my it's burning through equipment I was trying to build up to start an uprising in Australia. It's annoying. Let's see if a Timu has said. Game sound is stuttering, slightly distorted. Voice low and hard to hear. Well, voice I can fix fairly easily. Let me just... how about that? I've turned my mic... I had my voice mic down. That should have solved the problem with the mic quality. As for game sound, I don't think I can fix that entirely. It's just because of the way it's transferring over. But I should have fixed the mic being low now. How am I coming through now, alright? Oh, there you go. Sees Khartoum, which is something. So supplies should now be flowing up the Cape to Cairo railway. Oh, not yet. We're still 7 days to fix that part of the Cape to Cairo railway. It's fine, though. Once it's fixed, everything will be fine. Just got to hold out until that point. As soon as that part of the railway is fixed, though, this conflict is pretty much done and dusted. Eventually. Oh, don't tell me that. Yeah, they're doing the uprising in Somaliland as well. So I'll have to deal with that as well. Hang on. No, I'm sorry, local police force is no longer going to cut it in Somaliland. Martial law, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No. No. Martial law. Simply, that is the way it is. Oh no, it's gonna have to be the entire nation, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna have to be the entire nation. That's fine. Right, well, if that's the way it's gotta be, that's the way it's gotta be. Yep, there we go. Oh my god. Oy. Okay, so we can very rapidly deal with this. Because that should then mean that... Oh yeah, now that our boys have fuel, it's suddenly open season on the Sudanese army. There we go. Keep punching upwards. Can our motorized break round to Port Sudan if we can? How are we dealing with the supply situation? Okay, we have full supplies. This is all very good. Yep, the Cape to Cairo railway is functioning normally again. Fantastic. There we go. We can probably send some of our boys round and take Addis Ababa from the rear, actually, now. Oh, they've left actually an opening. Let me see. You, my good friend, are not going anywhere. Go to Addis Ababa, if you please. That would be grand. You're louder and slightly more legible. Well, that's good. That is very good. That's what we like to hear. Like I say, it's weird. It seems to be different every time I stream, even though the settings are the same. I honestly, if you want the God's honest truth, don't quite understand it. But shouldn't be too hard to keep in future. It's all a balancing act. Oh, thank goodness. Ugh. There, the Sudanese have been brought back into compliance, and the Mediterranean fleet can return to Alexandria. Yeah, now it's just time to drop. Now it's just time to drop the hammer on the Ethiopian government. Yeah, once the Royal Tank, once the divisions are ready to go, we'll drop the hammer on the Ethiopian government. And that, in theory, should work. I don't think they are actually defending Addis Ababa itself. If we can keep them from reinforcing Addis Ababa, we should be able to actually just seize the capital without having to fire a shot. In theory. Practice and theory don't always come together, though, in Hoi, which is a bit annoying, but hey-ho. That's fine. There's a lot of plans in place for the future, but for now I have to get through this conflict. There's also the invasion of Australia, but like I say, I need to build up a stock, which is being burned through right now by the East African conflict. It's annoying, but it's the way it is. I need to build up a stock, because the best way to actually get ashore in Australia is just to incite the revolt, and then ally it, and then flood troops into Western Australia, and just march eastwards. New Zealand is also a fairly easy mark as well. And then, of course, we've got the full reorganization of the army to come after that war. So the full reworking of all the division templates, massive reorganization in how the army is set up. Yeah, there's a full 9 yards to come, folks. Like, absolutely. There's already been a limited reorganization that you've all missed that happened earlier. But whoop! Petchington says whoop! 17 people. So yeah, if you aren't a follower, please do follow. We're 2 followers away from our goal. We have achieved our bits goal. Timu and Ruinon are currently the only people gifting subs, so the 3rd place slot is available, even if someone only gifts 1. Oh my goodness, what was that? I think someone followed. Yes, someone did just follow. Fantastic. So this is excellent. And also, we do have a new sub goal, which is 10 more subs again. But again, like I say, give if you can. Every little helps fleet go forwards, which is absolutely fantastic. But the fact that just being here is also helpful, because it helps me. If you are a subscriber, I get revenue from the ads that you skip. If you're not a subscriber, I get revenue from the ads that appear. So please sit through the ads if you can. Like, if you are a subscriber, you don't have turbo, because it helps. It helps me actually, you know, keep the channel going forwards, and helps me turn this on the journey that I'm on to make doing this sort of thing, creating content, talking to you guys, a job, something I do on a regular basis. Every little helps. Yeah, and if you have turbo, as Ruinon says, it pays out the stream as if you had watched the ads. It's like I say, every little bit helps, folks. But even just being here is enough. And just, hey, tell your friends. Say, I know this guy on Twitch who is honestly kind of funny. Or, alternatively, I hate this guy, but just go and watch him anyway. Either way, I don't care. Okay, once Addis Ababa falls, we can finally readjust the army. It's on the verge of falling now. Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to redirect one of the tank corps in There we go. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's about to be a collapsed state there. That's fine. Let me just get the strategic bomber wings. They'll bring out of Cyprus, weren't they? I know there was... Oh, hello. That was a... I believe that was another follower. Oh, it was Paul Amos subscribing at tier 1. Thank you, Paul, for the sub. With a hype train is now running. Paul has subscribed, which is fantastic. Every little bit helps. No subs above tier 1, but that's not particularly surprising given, you know, well, just generally how high the escalations can actually get when it comes to the tiers above 1. It can get a little bit silly, I think we can all admit. Yeah, this first month is going to be a fairly good month in terms of profit, but then it's going to calm down, obviously, as the gift subs aren't renewed. But, hey, it's a good start. What are you lads doing up here? Like, so, yeah, there's a bunch of squadrons up here. Oh, that's right, you were all the North African squadrons. Yes, now I remember. Okay, Addis Ababa has fallen. And Ethiopia just fell. Fantastic. Brilliant. So now the Home Theatre Armoured Corps can return to the UK proper. The African forces will remain on standby because I know full well there is an uprising coming. And we just watch the various powers squabble. I'm also considering an intervention against Venezuela, but I haven't decided if I'm going to do that just yet. But now we come to the first stage of reorganization, which is the stage prior to the invasion of Australia. So, our infantry divisions, rubbish, nonsense, absolutely terrible. Why are they doing this? Please stop. So there, we need our 7.2s back. There you are, 7.2s, perfect, much better. That's what you're supposed to have. Beautiful. What we also need is... Am I building siege artillery? I am not. Well, we need to do that then. We need to be building that because siege artillery is really useful. Then what I also need is I need the 21 or the 21. So what I need to do is... So have we got enough Crusaders to phase out the Cruiser Mark 4s? I'll just check, but I think we do. Yes, we do. Okay, fantastic. So what we are going to do real quick is I am going to take my tank dibs, which are 14 width, and we are just going to completely phase out the lights, the mediums. Just as a first preliminary, and then we're also going to bulk them up to being... actually, we've got some mech, so we may as well mechanize them. There we go. So mechanize them. I'm waiting for Dragon and Foxo to tell me that I'm wrong. And honestly, if they are here, please, I am all ears. I am listening. I am a blank canvas. Please tell me all the secrets of the world. So that should be fine. That should be okay for now. So that then bulks per armor division to mediums. Which means there's now a lot of light tanks with not much to do. But here, you see, this is where the genius comes in. So, what we do is we take the Cruiser Mark 4 hull that we've been using, and we look to turn it into something more useful. Are you kidding me? There aren't any... No, there aren't any. Or unless it's hidden behind actually being an assault gun. So, where are we? So, medium armament, quick firing 6-pounder, turn that into a tank destroyer. Which should, I hope, give us some form of hull that is actually like a tank destroyer in some way. Honestly, the idea of it just being a bread carrier with a 2-pounder is aggressively funny to me. So what we'll do is we give it a diesel engine for reliability. We give it cast armor. We give it horseman suspension. We drop the speed down and increase the armor thickness as high as it'll go. Not cast, high hardness welding should do. Honestly, do we even need an engine? No, we don't. We can actually stick with that. Do we... Okay, honestly, yes. That would be funny to have the truck on wheels. But no, it's probably more something like an Archer, but with a 6-pounder gun. Basically, is what we're talking about here. But no, we'll stick with the Bren gun carrier, so we'll call it that. So the 6-pounder. Universal carrier with a 6-pounder. It's got the best radio we have, doesn't it? Yep, improved radio. Extra machine gun? Yeah, it's quite useful in the assault gun role. Armor skirt's not so useful. So I'm going to switch that for a dozer blade for just a little bit of entrenchment, as it's going to be working with the infantry. And of course, hull cover type. Open top hull, which, while it does decrease hardness, is that all it does? Oh, it does bring production costs down, which will be quite useful. Perfect. Marvellous. And so what that'll do is we will then build those en masse, obviously converting a lot of our stockpile of light tanks into them. And what that will do is that will enable us to filter. Well, for some reason we can't convert. Does it have to be older? Does it have to be an older chassis? Does it have to be an older chassis for it to be convertible? Let me just have a look. So light fixed superstructure, medium element, 6-pounder. I don't think so. Oh, we can't convert any of our tanks. That's a bit annoying. That is actually very annoying. Did we get better heavies? I can't remember. No, we did not yet. Fair enough. Let's see what the chat is saying. Why does France rule Europe? To be perfectly honest, because they got there. Because I'm not dealing with Europe right now. I'm doing British colonial things. Like, I'll come back to Europe when I'm done dealing with everything else. There's a whole series of conflicts going on in Europe right now. Basically, they're currently all engaged in destroy communism. Oh, and Denmark's trying to conquer Sweden and Norway. Which is, sure, go for it, Denmark. Poland, the whole reason why Europe is this way is as a result of multiple decisions the AI has made. So, literally, old school pre-revolutionary France is back, except now it's some weird form of Franco-Spanish union. Italy has fractured into a loose federation of states. Although these are supervised states, so actually, they will become free eventually. There's a Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth that is communist, but he's fighting the Soviets, which is understandable. There's a Danubian Federation, which is led by the Habsburgs. I don't know if there'll be any unification. There might be, I don't know. I know that the Czechs are under Polish control, so any unification will not include the Czechs or the Slovaks. There is also an independent Czechoslovakia, though. Ironically enough, in the Sudetenland. But very quickly, so obviously we're going to fast production for our self-propelled super heavy guns. Yes, obviously we'll bring cruiser construction costs down. That's a very good idea. Ah, yes, the Piat. I am going to lob an explosive charge at you using a giant spring. What can possibly go wrong, ladies and gentlemen? I guess you can say it puts a spring in their step. I don't know. Yeah, get some heavy bombs. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. There we go. Fantastic. Right. Okay. So, I got some of our factories back. All is well. Now I'm literally just trying to bulk up the stockpile of equipment we've got so that I can incite an uprising in Australia. That is the plan. Infantry division has been reworked. Cav brigades, I don't think I field any, but I will just check. Actually, just type a division, please. There's only two, and I think they're with the American forces, aren't they? They are, yeah, 5th and 6th Cavalry Brigade. No, they can be converted to normal infantry divisions. There we go. Marvellous. Fantastic. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Fantastic. I will actually get helicopter recon companies because, you see, there's a research we can do. Down here. We can get air mobile. Air mobile, just... oh. It's good stuff. What's our current helicopter that we have? I know we have one. Ooh, I like that. It's the long boy. It's the boy with no tail rotor. I remember that. Yeah, the Weir. Yeah, I remember that. Nice early helicopter, actually. I think I've seen one of those in real life in a museum somewhere. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but I think I have. You know, I'm getting so distracted by all of these different things, I've forgotten to start bombing Western Australia, which, as we all know, is very important. It'll be like the raids on Germany, but with Halifaxes and Stirlings. Brilliant. 10 out of 10. Would raid again. Oh, okay, so... Alright. So, yeah, those are mostly Sterling Mach 1s. They can't really reach, but you two can reach. So you lads will raid those areas, and we'll hold you two in reserve for now. Unless somebody's got a more near air base, but there isn't one. Oh, there is one, actually. I suppose we could put a base on, on Christmas Island. It's possible. There they go! Look at them go! There they go! Go, my boys! Bomber Harris! Eat your heart out. We'll bomb Western Australia, just flatten Perth. Although, to be fair, it's Perth. Who would know the difference? Why haven't you destroyed France yet? They're Britain's mortal enemy. Simple. Imperial reunification first. World conquest later. That's the plan. Reunify the Empire first. Anglosphere, Imperial Federation, and then onwards to world conquest. Honestly, it doesn't matter how long I wait. And also, to be fair, they're all fighting incredibly weird wars in Europe. So why on earth would I interrupt them when they're making a mistake of trying to kill the Russians? They are just bleeding manpower and equipment. So why on earth would I ever interrupt that mistake? National ideas. Have we got anything we can get? Yeah, get the economy. Let's get some economic investments going. Oh, military-industrial complex. Marvelous, marvelous. Let's see what traits we can give the people. Or, well, unless we're calling people corporations now, which I probably don't want to do. We don't want to call corporations people. It's not a good idea. Yeah, secondary battery layout, gyro-stabilized gun mounts, hardened critical components, just basically throwing all of the money at Camel Laird. After all, what's the worst that can happen? If we throw things at Camel Laird, things will work. I think. 95% sure. Give or take. There we go. Vauxhall. Oh my goodness. How much have they gotten? Oh, hello, Enfield. Yep, advanced barrel forging, bolt action rifles. Yeah, obviously. Medium machine guns. Marvelous. Yep, quality materials. Fantastic. Submarine. Ah, yes. The nation is currently building our Spitfires. Metal skin, fabric skin. Metal skin. I know there are bonuses to having fabric skin, but no. Seaplane origins. That's hilariously powerful. That's ridiculously powerful. Oh my goodness. Cantilever wing. Oh my goodness. This is just insane. I'm glad I actually saved up all these bonuses. Oh, Yarrow shipbuilders. Marvelous. Fleet escorts. Yes, please. Please do. Upgrade all of the designs that you have with all of this kit. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Then there should just be... Oh my god. Why have you all come here at once? People, you could have come to the government, like, earlier. Like, why have you all come at once? There's only so much slush money to go around. Oh, hang on, missed one. Ferry aviation. Marvellous. Patrol fuel tanks. Yes, good idea. High-speed torpedo release mechanism. Marvellous. Reinforced fuselage. Fuselage. That's not how you say words, Fleet. Fuselage. Oh, I'm hopeless. Oh, well, never mind. No one ever said you had to be smart to play Hoi 4. Well, technically you have to be smart to play Hoi 4, but no one said it had to be, well, you know. Oh, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Reduce the production cost of everything. Yes. Yes. Okay, that helps. Good. Royal Arsenal, marvellous. So, gun mass production, absolutely. Big guns, yes, please. Superchargers, absolutely. Rapid fire, oh, we've run out of equipment. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. That's an absolute shame. Gloucester aircraft. Do we actually operate any aircraft that I actually have built by Gloucester? I will just check, because I don't think they've been part of the construction for a while. Oh no, never mind. They are building Typhoons. I never mind. Gloucester are building Typhoons. Vickers Armstrong, nothing for them. Harland and Wolff. Ah, good. Long range cruising. I don't think Harland and Wolff have built anything since the illustrious class carriers. Wouldn't surprise me though. I haven't built any new carriers in a while. Crossley are building our armoured cars, so nothing wrong with that. At all. And of course, John Brown and Company. Yes, absolutely. That will do. Diesel power plants, even though some of our ships won't use diesels, that's fine. Oh my goodness, would you look at this? Alright, we better go from the top down. So, Sterling, quick firing 25-pounder, Universal Carrier 6-pounder. Ah, there we go. Now we can upgrade things. Marvellous. Mark 5 Crusader, infantry tank what Mark 1 Matilda, Mark 2, which is weird, but hey ho. Medium AT1, which is fine. Universal Carrier, which is now the Mark II. Albion Truck. AEC Armored Car. Spit. Typhoon. Did I not upgrade our medium bomber all this time? Are we still using the Blenheim? I think we might still be using the Blenheim. You know, Fleet might have forgotten to upgrade things. This may have been an occurrence that has occurred. I'm sure there will be no downsides from this in any way. Absolutely not. Just, let's see, has everyone gone mad? Hello, the Foo. Hello, Spike to Spike. Duke of Petrington, we need funding for our next project, Governor. Too right. Okay, so. Alrighty then. So, I need to think of what's going to follow on the... Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good point. Very nearly there for those ships. Need to think of what's going to follow them. Oh, for goodness sake, don't people know that I'm streaming? Excuse me one second, gentlemen. People sometimes. No, Mr. Door-to-Door Salesman. I do not wish to buy a portable wireless smoke detector. Honestly, just who comes up with these crackpot ideas and then thinks I know the best way to drum up sales is to go door to door with them? Madness. Ugh. Right. Oh my goodness, we're back up to 15. Okay, more people. Hello, people. Ugh. Right. So carrying on. Now that that's all sorted, I think I need to. We can start training the Royal Marines now. Oh, oh, that's right. We're missing helichopters. All right, so let's build some helicopters then. All right, fantastic. Let's build some helicopters. Marvelous, brilliant, fantastic. 21 Universal Carrier 6-pounders being built a day. That is funny. Right, okay. So, next thing I need is, well, I need something to replace the Cavendish class on the production line. Oh, I know. I know what I can build. Let me just pause it real quick while we do this. Right. So, I have been waiting to do this for a while, but I have not had the XP. I now have the XP. I'm going to do it. Right. Okay. While it would be incredibly amusing to make the N3's battle carriers, I am not that cursed. No. No, 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 I'm not that cursed. What have we got? So this would be the Temeraire class battleships. I can't spell. Obviously, we will have them built by Camel Laird. Marvellous. Oh, one nearly slipped through the cracks. A new Temeraire class for a new age. You know, 30-knot battleships with 9 18-inch guns. Just, you know, just because we can. Oh, this. Oh, I'm not even mad. This is going to be hilarious. Hang on. Yeah, if we build, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 7. If we build 8 in one, if we build 8, so Temeraire, Liberator, Thunderer, Vanguard, Resistance, Defiant, Endeavour, Dauntless. We build 8 in 1 year, and that leaves me room for 2 other capital ships. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to whip up a new battle cruiser. That's what I think I'm going to do. So, there we go. So, battle cruiser protection, torpedo belt, all nothing armor scheme, decent radar, fire control fit, anti-aircraft guns. Can we get over triple 18s? Actually, no. I'll stick with twin 18s because that's been work. Oh wow, you can only carry twin 20s now. You can't have anything larger than that. That is interesting. I will have to have a look at that, but never mind. So we'll have them carrying three twin 20-inch guns. Yes, you may all sit there and go, hang on a minute, this sounds awfully familiar, and yes, you may point out now this is basically a modernized version of Incomparable. You can all say it now. I hadn't even thought about that, but honestly, that's kind of where we are. And honestly, I may as well name it Incomparable because it would be too funny not to. this is aggressively silly, but I'm gonna do it because it's too funny. It's just too funny to not. Oh my god, this is just too funny not to. So if we have another 10, I can split that. No way, can I have some go? That should work. There we go. Fleet's going mad. Fleet's going mad. The incomparable class. I can't. Oh god, that's funny. That's aggressively funny. That's what that is. Right, forwards again. I think I need to reorganize the production lines, though, a little bit. We need more kit. We can also trim down the production lines for certain other bits and bobs, though. Bulk up the production rates for artillery and support equipment. Why are we eating through support equipment? Why can we never close that gap? Is it the massive Malayan army? Don't think so. They're not suffering from attrition. Is there any force we have that is suffering from attrition? No, the African force certainly isn't. No, that army is on its way home. The American force is staring at Venezuela, but they're not suffering from attrition. Let me have a look. Are we suffering losses, or are we just... What is causing the problems? No, we have a net gain, so we're not suffering any losses. It's just we just need to fill the stocks. That's all. All right, fair enough. We can do that. Okay. Oh yeah, because the army got bigger with everything else. We don't need the Cav Brigade right now. Do we still have any units using the colonial garrison template? Where are they? I think they're in the Far East, I would assume. Oh no, they're also the various garrisons sitting on ports and such. That's fine. Oh. What I will do, actually, because Malaya keeps pumping out infantry. There we go. Create a new force for the Eastern Theatre, whose job it is to just... like, anything over the 25 division limit is... like, its job is literally just going to be stare at Siam. That is your job. Let me get a bloke to sit on it and just point his guns at Siam. Let me see who we got. Oh, brilliant. Tom Moore. Tom Moore. Brilliant. Jungle Rat. Fantastic. Yeah, tell him to point... hang on. I didn't order that. India? Since how long have you been in my faction? Okay. I guess we're blooding the East Asian forces in India as a trial by fire in preparation for the invasion of Australia. Alright. Honestly, I am happy to accept India as a partner rather than a puppet. That's fine. I am okay with this. I have no qualms about it. This is a perfectly acceptable state of affairs. Yeah, we need to do some industry research and lots of it. Okay, so, let me just... National ideas. Okay, yep, keep working through our industrial ideas. And now I need to look at our scouting groups. So, Home Fleet first scouting group. So, Renown and Repulse will be detached. Probably to the Home Fleet proper for now. And their place will be taken by Cavendish and Raleigh. In the Mediterranean fleet, the Mediterranean Scouting Force already has London and Shropshire, but Ranger will go to the Mediterranean fleet proper. London and Shropshire will be bolstered by Imperius and Orlando. The South Atlantic Fleet is a capital fleet anyway, which is fine. The American and West Indies fleets has Kent and York, and will be bolstered by Blake and Surrey. Actually, no, 6. Actually, we don't need those two. Actually, yeah, we need so that the Home Fleet First Scouting Group absolutely did need Cavendish and Raleigh, but the actual scouting forces that need bulking up are the. Even then, it's still overmatched. The British Mediterranean Fleet, which is the former United States fleet, is well, it's a colossus. It's a titan. But I do. I'm just thinking. Oh yeah, it's the North Atlantic Fleet that really needs bulking up. We'll send. So I'll send 4 Cavendish to just outright bulk up the North Atlantic Scouting Fleet, and then probably send. Yeah, send 2 to the Rosyth Escort Force as well to bulk that up. And then I probably want to build a new tranche of cruisers to help bulk up that force as well. Available special projects, what have you got for me? Ah, yes, the early jet engine. That's what we've been waiting for. Frank Whittle, do your thing. Oh, it's not even Frank Whittle that's doing it. Ah, we can get the bouncing bomb to shatter dams in Europe. What a brilliant idea. Naval engineering, no, we're okay for now. Nuclear program, we're waiting on getting the early stages of how do we atom. We're working on that. We'll get there. Let me just get better research into production. Ah, good. Even better Marines. Fantastic. Marvelous. Beautiful. So we should have now replaced our tank divisions with mechanized. Beautiful. We have marvelous. Brilliant. Fantastic. Obviously, I'll now need the Cruiser Mark 6, which I believe, unless I'm mistaken, the Mark 6 cruiser tank is the center. Although, given the fact that we do have Canada under our control right now, I actually am tempted to go for the Ram. Given that Canada is now an integral part of the Empire. Admittedly, a Ram with torsion bar suspension, but it's still aggressively funny. To make it slightly more reliable. There we go. Marvelous. Yep, there we go. Increase the amount of support equipment we build, please. Thank you! Lions, fleet, you're not going mad, you're already mad. Well, yeah. India, you good there? But honestly, India's had a bit of a weird ride since they broke away. Like, they've fractured into a bunch of different people, and then now they've somehow rejoined Magna Britannia for reasons I do not fully understand. I actually don't understand why there's been a civil war, and why that civil war has resulted in them going back to me cap in hand when they could have just won it by themselves. I genuinely don't understand it. Hey, Denmark! That's not very nice, is it? That's not very nice at all. Yes, Britannia rules the waves. Well, we do indeed. Research. Okay, yes, we need more. We need more industrial research. We absolutely do. I have been neglecting that, and that is bad. That is very, very bad. Okay, so there we go. We've got that. That is good. Get that all squared away, nice and quick. And that was it was a bit of a trial by blood for the Malaysian troops that are going to be used in the invasion of Australia. Speaking of which, how's the bombing going? Oh, nice. We seem to be doing a decent job. Now, can we up the ante? Will it let me? No, we don't have enough. We don't have enough Mark II Sterlings, and we don't have enough. So let's just check quickly. How much of our Air Force is Halifax and Mark II Sterling? Because the Mark 1s don't have the range. We need more Halifax Sterling. We need to really start phasing out Sterling as best we can. It's fine though, it's not really that big of a problem. Okay, so we have more troops here to continue to stare at Siam. Okay, so the siege of Bombay goes well. Marvelous. Look at that. Once Bombay falls, I believe Free India is basically done. That's Belgium. Oh yeah, Rex's Belgium's doing a bit of a weird thing right now. I don't quite understand it. Well. I may as well try get a foothold in Bombay, just so that if anything does go wrong, I have an into India without, you know, having to naval invade. That's good. We have at least retained Bombay back into British control, which is very nice. Okay, so there should. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to actually. That's where these Cavendishes were meant to go. They were meant to go to the Far Eastern Scouting Force. So Courageous, Furious, and Glorious need to go to Cunningham in the Mediterranean. Hood also needs to go to the Home Fleet as well. Might need to consider some form of rebuild, but that's fine. That should be okay, though. We should have no capital assets in any of our escorting forces now, if I've done that right. Yes. North Atlantic Scouting Force has its 4 Cavendish-class cruisers. That is fine. That is what we like. Petchington says don't question it. Petchington, you know what? I will not question it. I will absolutely not question it. That is a thing that I will do. Alright, okay, so we're working on getting everything ready. I am actually going to stop the construction of... let me just very quickly set to work building... Because I don't have enough civs, I need more... Sorry, I don't have enough mills, I need more mills. Just going to set to work building a batch of mills real quick. Building helicopters, that's good, that's good, that's good. Rams are going along fine. Matildas are coming in. What was I going to use the Matildas for? I was going to use... They were going to be heavy tank recon, weren't they? Oh, that's right, I was going to add a support heavy tank. I was going to bulk up the... Because it doesn't increase combat width. Actually, there's no point doing that, actually. How many of the light tank destroyers do we have? 276. Is that it? Building 20 a day and that's all we have? That can't be right. Show me the stockpiles. Amtrax, light heated. Oh yeah, that is all we're building. Okay, that's weird. And here's me thinking we were. Oh yeah, it's only a small increase of production. by converting the cruisers, which is a shame, but hey-ho. I'm just going to temporarily wind down cruiser RAM production, and... or not, because that's all been eaten up by the factories above it, but never mind. We also don't need that many Matildas. That'll free up some... There we go, that'll free up some factories. Marvellous, brilliant, fantastic. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Okie dokie. So, please tell me that I have enough to actually do the uprising in Australia now. Not yet. I need more support equipment. I need more... Actually, that's a point. To get me out of the hole I'm currently in, could I not actually buy some equipment? Let's have a look. Come on, game. Come on. Work hard. There you go. Okay, so let me just have a look. I could actually buy some equipment. Okay, so let me just select equipment. Go down in terms of scale. Okay, so I can... So, okay, apparently we have a ton of infantry equipment. We just need artillery. Well, the Thais might not like me, but if I pay in bulk, they'll take my money, which is something. India may not like me, but again, they'll pay in bulk as well. This is the thing. People may not like you, but if you pay them in bulk, they will ship. So I think we've got the support equipment sorted. We just need more artillery. Oh. Even old artillery guns will do. Just as long as it... China, that is not an artillery piece. That's a mortar with the delusions of grandeur. And you cannot tell me it isn't. Ah, there we go. And Brazil will sell a ton of support equipment. Fantastic. See, this is one of the advantages of having a ton of factories spare. I can basically splash money on the market to buy a ton of equipment, and that will solve our little problem for now. Oh, that's right. We are at war with Argentina. I had actually forgotten about that. I'm going to patrol those two areas. The problem that I have is that the Argentine Navy will not come out to fight, which I do find a little bit off kilter. Can we get any reinforcements down to them? What if we send Courageous, Furious, and Glorious down to the South Atlantic Fleet? Can we spare any cruisers as well? From anywhere else? Yeah, I'm sure we could spare some Crown Colonies from the North Atlantic Fleet to bulk up the South Atlantic Fleet. Yeah, I'm absolutely certain we can. Probably could do some modern destroyers as well, actually, if we're being completely brutally honest here. Atomic research. Marvellous. Ah, yes, an atomic reactor. What a brilliant idea. I wish to have Le Funny Rock. Le Funny Rock that goes kaboom. Third flotilla is doing commerce raiding, I believe. I think Argentina is basically cut off now from the rest of the world in terms of raw material. Don't think they can import. They're importing over land, which and even by declaring war on the people they're importing from, there would be no way to actually stop it. It's annoying, but not impossible to work around. So the South Atlantic Fleet is a little bit chonkier now. I could probably send the Danai and the Leander to join up with the American and West Indies fleet, which is providing cover there. Do we have any spare? Actually, I will send the two Hawkins down as well to bulk up that force as well. Home fleet's fine. It's got Renown Repulse Hood again. We need more. We need more light cruisers if we're going to be honest. Can we whip up a version of our Cavendish class cruiser, but then convert it into being a oh, an enemy agent. We turned one of the. Oh, I can't imagine it was fairly hard to. Okay, we're just capturing agents left, right, and center. This is fine. I have no idea, so I have to call it the blank class of cruisers because I have no idea what it would actually be. Multi-mountain light batteries, obviously, carrying a bunch of 6-inch guns. Nothing wrong with that. Where are we? There we go. So this is obviously a light cruiser. Yeah, not a colonial cruiser, just a normal, standard fleet cruiser. There we go. And then we want smoke generator. Oh, yeah, I mean to swap for normal cruiser armor. There we go. The reason it doesn't have a name is because I have no idea what the actual name of it will be, because I don't know what the current ship... Oh, so it's the Newfoundland class cruiser, which I think is... There we go. So this is the Newfoundland class cruiser. There we go. And that'll do. So we're going to have them just building on repeat for now to bulk up our numbers of cruisers. And we also need new destroyers as well. That's one thing I have been holding off on doing for a while when I really probably shouldn't have been. Anything larger than an 18-inch gun on a ship, I think it's a good idea. There's nothing wrong with putting a gun larger than 18 inches on a ship. You've just got to be willing to accept the trade-offs that come with it. Nothing wrong with it per se, you've just got to be willing to, like I say, there are trade-offs and you have to be willing to go, yes, there will be trade-offs. And that's just something that you have to accept. So my island is trying still desperately to... When does this stop? 25 days, okay. Basic field medical supplies. Interesting enough. I need to do engineering work. I desperately need to do engineering. Desperately, because we absolutely need... There we go. Marvellous. Surface to air missiles. Marvellous. Sub-launch ballistic missile. Ah, yes. We'll hold the entire world in the palm of our hand. Eventually. It looks like the Eastern Front has stagnated somewhat. I've no doubt the Russians are just totally outnumbered. Question is, what will become of the Russian Navy? They still have all 3 Ganguts. They've gotten a Hipper from somewhere. Probably bought off the Germans. And they still have all their submarines. The Japanese Democratic Navy is now... They managed to get one Yamato completed, and they've still got the one Issei, one Fuso, both Nagatos. They've got a decent carrier fleet, or a decent cruiser fleet. They seem to also be building some new light cruisers. Um, the not the sorry, I want to call them North Koreans, but they're just the Koreans. Um, what about Siam? Is Siam built up? So Siam still has their normal coast defense fleet you would expect, but they've also got some new destroyers as well. Poland is building up a fleet, but not quite where it would be yet. The French have Richelieu, Dunkirk, Britannias. They have Bern still. They have a bunch of destroyers. They've built additional Algeries. So they've got 3 Algerie class cruisers. And a bunch of new light cruisers as well. Also, Sakuf's still running around. The Turks still have Yavuz, but they've also built some modern cruisers as well. There really is no rival to me anymore. I am just so far ahead in terms of warships that it's not even funny. There we go. We'll build another Newfoundland class line. I think I want about 12 new cruisers to that design. And then I really need to think about well, I really need to think about come on, fleet, engage brain. Um New destroyers. I keep saying this, but I will get there eventually. New destroyers. New destroyers. Destroyers that are new. Ah, good. More factories. So we want 20. We want 20 factories on guns. We want 7 factories each on artillery. And that now means assembly line production. Brilliant. So now I should be able to do both of these at once. Once I get the political power for it, which I will do soon. No. Streamlined line. That is what we need. Building helicopters, this is good. So we're building our universal carriers, which is fine. Need our new mediums. We really need to do some more artillery research. But of course, like I say, we're still working on... more industrial traits, marvellous. Advanced hydrodynamic designs. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing new there. De Havilland, marvellous. Refined engines? Yeah, I'm fine with that. And just wait for it to automatically switch to the next one, because the game will do that. Agility wing. Or strength wing. Agility. There's no point actually... If you can't survive to drop your ordnance, then you're just gonna die. There we go. Vauxhall. What have Vauxhall got for me, I wonder? Of course, we absolutely want stable platforms. Yeah, absolutely. We will send a we'll send Bristol Bowfighters to Hungary. That is aggressively funny, and I am 100% here for it. The idea that they are using Bristol Bowfighters to fight the Russians. That's funny. That's really funny. That's really, really funny, actually. Oh, dear. And there isn't really a peer opponent right now. And I mean, to be fair, there likely never will be. There we go. Marvelous. Oh, we have a freighter lost, so Argentina must be trying to get something from overseas. What it is exactly, I have no idea, but, well, we'll soon find out. What if we... If we take to escort convoys... that suddenly changes the thing entirely. Can I get some Royal Marines, please? Yes. This is for the invasion of Argentina. That's what this is for. Because we're going to be invading Australia and New Zealand via more funky means, shall we say. Oh, come on, game. Come on. I believe. Come on. Don't lag on me. Come on. I believe. That's it. There you go. Good. That's it. There you go. Well done. Well done. There you go. Fantastic. Brilliant. No, centrifuges. Very, very good. Very, very good. There, more Halifaxes, because I need them. Because, well, I'm trying to blow up Australia. This being, of course, my official government line here. If we blow up Australia, Australia is blown up. And it's easier to invade. More bombing raids. Do they even have an air force? Just very quickly, do you even have an air force, Australia? You do apparently have an air force. I don't know where it is, but it's certainly not intercepting my bombing raids over Western Australia, I know that much. There we go. So this will now give us uprisings in New Zealand and Australia, which is what we want. And I am now going to move you gentlemen. I know they're going to suffer horrible attrition on Christmas Island. I am entirely aware of that fact. However, all that being said, it means that when the invasion starts, they'll be able to rush into Australia in 5 seconds flat. Oh, expand the repair yards. That is very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, so comparables being done. Newfoundland class are underway. This is all very nice indeed. Although we are having some things being blown up in the Americas, but, well, that's not particularly surprising. No, I do not need a submersible aircraft carrier. Thank you. I don't care what crackpot dream Jeffrey Pike has been selling you this time. I don't need a submersible aircraft carrier. No. No, thank you. And of course, for the infantry division, you obviously give it a super heavy howitzer because, yeah, they help things move. So the American theater, there's the American brigades in Venezuela. What I am gonna do very quickly is I am going to put you gentlemen in the Falklands, please and thank you. And I'm just gonna bulk up the infrastructure of the Falkland Islands as well. I mean, I'm sure the Islanders, I'm sure that what they're missing in life is a full standard gauge railway running across the entire set of islands. I'm sure that's exactly what they've been missing all this time. That's the real problems facing the Falkland Islands today. So we're just now waiting on the completion of the Temeraire class battleships. Yeah, so 43 is when they'll be finished. Just very quickly, I'm just going to check something. Because I have a hunch. I'm just going to check. My hunch was entirely correct. improved 16-inch guns. We'll have to deal with those. And missile batteries when we get to those. Oh yeah, anti-submarine torpedoes. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Ah! Self-propelled super heavy howitzers. What do they look like? Oh, that's a bit disappointing. Oh well, never mind. Can I give each infantry division its assigned light tank destroyer now? Yes, yes I can. Marvellous. I don't know what's the state of the Argentine army. Do we know? It's a fairly large force. But if I do a landing in the south, the massive grunt work of the Argentine force shouldn't be able to be brought to bear against me too easily. In theory. Theory and practice, though, are two entirely separate things. I may want to deploy the tank corps to America, but I will need some forces at home. I could train up a new corps of motorized divisions that will at least keep the peace and be a rapid reaction force in the British Isles, which will enable me to deploy the main armored corps of the Empire overseas, specifically to the American theater, where we are, of course, preparing for the invasion of Argentina. Nearly there. Oh, more rubber production in Nigeria? Do not mind if I do. I'm actually just going to trim down the medium tank production. I don't need it. I need more. I need more universal carriers with 6-pounder guns. More boxers with guns on top. Oh God. As funny as it is, it's still perfectly valid. Nope. More artillery. Sterlings and Piats ready to go. Oh good lord, yeah. Invading Argentina is going to be hell, but it's got to be done. Submarines are doing the work that they need to do. Yeah. It might be worth actually seizing that little tip of southern Argentina and then using that as a springboard. Perhaps also declaring war on Chile. But there's no telling whose faction they join. That's the problem. With the Chileans being fascist, you don't know which faction they're going to join because there is no truly clear fascist faction. So, what faction the Chileans might join is a little too open to uncertainty for my liking. To overly complicate the war for no good reason. It would be unnecessary risk that would probably result in a great deal of problems. And, well, we don't need more problems than we already have now, do we? If we're being completely honest. Well, we are now running the clock down a little bit on terrapins, so we'll get some more terrapins. There we go. Okay, so Yeah, the fleet construction program is going very well. Everything is in hand as it should be. Ah, there it is. Okay, that's the Nova Zealandian Republic. There we go. Let me just... quickly, ally the New Zealand uprising. There we go. Brilliant, marvellous. Okay. Let me just... request their forces, because if we can do this right, we can counter-attack and be across the straits before they know what hit them. So come on, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, don't let them regroup, don't let them regroup, don't let them regroup. That's it, lads, don't let them regroup, don't let them regroup. There we go. Don't let them regroup. For the love of God. I mean, to be fair, all the New Zealanders have to do is really hold the line at this point. Whether or not they cross the straits doesn't really matter. Do we have an airbase? We do, actually. Do we have any spare aircraft going? We should do. We have some in aid here. We can send some Spitfires. 2 squadrons of Typhoons. And a single squadron of Blenheims. And that should just result in total dominance of the skies over New Zealand. And we should be able to win the conflict fairly easily. No problems at all. Though we need the aircraft to get there before we can really begin operations. Purified graphite. Yes. Atomic reactors. What a brilliant idea. There we go. Increase the number of dockyard workers available to build the Newfoundland-class cruisers. Marvellous. And is that the Air Force has arrived in strength? I think it has. Oh, no, that's only the first set of the Air Force. The rest of it is still on its way. Right. Okie dokie. So, there should be... Yeah, so the American West Indies fleet is moving around. Basically making it so that the Argentinian fleet's not left port, and probably will not leave port for some time. Given that leaving port basically means walking into the waiting guns of a fairly powerful task force. It's Graf Spee all over again. Except this time with a bunch of carriers. And instead of Graf Spee, it's the Riverdavias. But apart from that, it's the same thing. Oh, the bouncing bomb. That could be useful. Okay. So that's good. Now, with the air support, let's see if we can actually cross the straits with just the sheer amount of air power we have available. Let's see. We should be able to, I would think. I would hope. There we go. Do some research quickly. Get some more doctrines. Oh. There we go. That will do. Oh, come on, New Zealanders. I believe in you. Anzacs, Anzacs, Anzacs. Oh, I am having far too much fun, can I just say? Far too much fun. And I hope you're all enjoying being along for the ride. The Emu Empire for all of a second. Oh my goodness. I think There we go. Send in the lads. This war should not take very long. Because for the first time in ages, I actually have the numbers to fight the war, like, just properly. There we go. This shouldn't take too long. Once Bright Eagle is concluded, that should be fine. There we go. So that should be fine there. What we will then do is we will put you under the command of Archibald Wavell. And we will send you down to the American theatre with your extra two tank divisions. Off you go down to the Falkland Islands, if you please. There should be the Royal Marines ready as well. Yep, there they are. In this case, they're an independent outfit operating in the American theatre under Merton Berwick Smith. Or Smythe. Is it Smythe or Smith? It's Smith. Good. Okay, so he will land there on the shores of Argentina. I think the infrastructure development of the Falkland Islands is also going well. Very good. Ensuring we've got enough supply to get things going as we would like. Marvellous. And better computing machines, so we can compute better. Yeah, I know. Look, no one ever said I was a comedian, alright? The comedy comes from the failure. That's the way it is. Go. And then we'll just meet in a nice big hook. William Birdwood. Okay, so that's not doing too well. But once the war with Argentina is a land war, we'll bring the Royal Marines over, and we'll just batter across the strait with amphibious tanks and mechanized. This should not take very long. There we go. And bring the bombers in to just bomb Eastern Australia. Just flatten the place. Anything of value, just remove it from existence. More research. Hey, British research is really running at a cracking pace now. It is nice to have you all along for the ride, but don't be quiet. Don't be quiet. Like you can say things. It's fine. Like you're allowed to speak in the chat. I like talking to the chat. Like don't be shy. Like Fleet likes talking to the chat. It feels a bit weird when you're all just sat there silent, watching. Because I know you're all there, because Twitch is telling me you're all there. But at the same time, I don't know you're all there. It's weird. Excuse me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Argentinian convoys are being raided at a rapid rate. They must be trying to import goods from elsewhere. Let's see. Ah, yes, they're trying to bring in Santo Domingo. And what are they trying to bring in? Steel? Rubber? What are they trying to bring in? Well, whatever they're trying to bring in, it's not getting past the British submarine blockade. That which is quite clear. Ah, the Australian War's going exactly as I predicted. It's going to be over and done with fairly sharpish. Ah, excellent. Jet aircraft. What a brilliant concept. SAS. Very nice. No, we don't need... The thing is with the multi-charge large caliber gun is that it's such a niche weapon. You've really got to... It is just such a niche weapon. It's useful once in a blue moon. Okay, so I think the Royal Marines... Have they arrived yet? Oh no, they're on their way. They're on their way. And is the South Atlantic Fleet escorting them? Yes, the South Atlantic Fleet is escorting them. That is adorable. Love it. Which is, I believe, the South Atlantic Fleet now is Lexington, Saratoga, Furious, Courageous, and Glorious. Oh, Lexington and Saratoga have kills? What kills did they have? They've sunk 2 Argentinian destroyers. So, Lexington has sunk the ARA Cordoba and the ARA Juju. Which is nice. And Saratoga sank the ARA Cervantes. So there's clearly been some naval actions here. Cumberland has managed to crack a few Argentine destroyers. Exeter killed the destroyer La Plata. Ajax has sunk 3 Argentine destroyers. And a bunch of the old V&Ws have just been racking up the kills here. Oh no, sorry, it's the... Oh, yeah, it's the... Oh, yeah, the IJK's got most of their kills during the war with the United States. Well, I'm just going to check, actually. What's the current kill tally for the war as it stands right now? So, we've sunk 9 Argentinian subs. Although I think they are continuing to build more. Mostly it's Argentine convoys that have been subject to sinkings right now. There's also, I believe those are Cuban destroyers. Yeah, the Cuban Navy must have sallied out and been clobbered, from what I can see. That's what it looks like to me. Oh, no, we're not there yet. He's nearly there. Nearly there. Okay. So... so Renowned Repulsion Hood. What I might actually do is I'm going to send Renowned Repulsion Hood to be the flagship of the South Atlantic Fleet. And I'm going to send Wyoming to return to the UK to actually join certain assets in the Mediterranean. So the Revengers and the Queen Elizabeths in the Med. Along with the carrier Ranger. Ranger has actually killed things. Ranger has killed a lot of things. Ranger killed Vittorio Veneto. Ranger has the kill on Vittorio Veneto. Just bear that in mind. She also killed a large chunk of the German Navy, which for some reason was in the Mediterranean. I don't understand why, but there it was. Ranger's aircraft got the kill on Vittorio Veneto. Okay, so the Royal Marines are now... Oh, well, they will be away in a second. Actually, I should probably let them reorg before I send them charging off into Argentina. That would probably be wise, wouldn't it? Now that I think about it. So there we go, that's up to date. I think the next thing we're behind on is artillery, isn't it? Yes, it is. That is exactly right. Artillery is exactly what we are behind on. So let us rapidly work to, you know, fix that. So we'll reorg the Royal Marines quickly on South George's Island. Oh, hello! That is the Argentine Navy. That's the Argentine fleet. Yep, that's the Argentine Navy, all right. That's, I believe, both Rivadavias and all three of their armored, of their heavy cruisers. Yep. Yep, that is all of the Argentine capital ships. They actually finally came out to have a crack. Didn't stick around long, though. Oh, hello. Oh, shit, no, Cumberland, run! Run away! Run away! Those are Buffalo battleships. No, why are you standing and fighting? Run! Oh, my God. Run! Run away, you mad, crazy fools! Run! Oh, my God. Oh, the Argentinians. No! Those cheeky buggers. What did they get? Oh, they got the two Hawkins class, which was sunk. Each was claimed by one of the Rivadavias. Dauntless was sunk by a destroyer, and Matabel was also sunk by a destroyer. Oh my God, no! The Argentine Navy's gotten ballsy. The Argentine Navy has gotten absolutely ballsy. Oh, we can't have that. So now that we've got the admirals down here, I'm going to send Kent and Cumberland to bolster the losses that the American and West Indies fleet just took. Because the actual South Atlantic fleet's heavy escorts for the capital ships are now Hood, Renown, and Repulse. The only Washington converted carriers I don't have are Akagi and Kaga. That's it. The rest I have in my fleet. You see, this is why I took Bombay. Because I suspected this was coming. I suspected that India would change its ideology and decide to no longer be part of the faction. I did foresee this as a possibility. Rocket-assisted projectiles. What an incredible idea. Oh, God. Very funny, but aggressively true as well. We're just now fixing, yeah, the Falkland Islands is just repairing Berwick, York, Orion, Neptune, Cossack, Hurricane, Harvester, and Somali. I mean, the Argentinians would probably have to be aggressively brave to come out and try and stop the naval invasion, given just how much is actually defending it. But, well, they've been brave before. If you have the most powerful fleet in the world, you'd be better off... Okay. So Lions says, I'm going to ask a question later in Brew Ships, where would you say the trade-off should be drawn in Gun Caliber? 20 inches is the maximum. Benno says Glory. Oh, is that G'day, mate? That's G'day, mate. Hello, Benno. Lion says, if you have the most powerful fleet in the world, you'd be better off trying to standardise what you've already got rather than keep reinventing the wheel. You don't need more powerful units, you just need more units. Incorrect, sir. I need more units, and I need more powerful units. I need both. Both. Both is good. Both is good. How dare the soldiers try to evade the draft? That's just aggressively silly. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? How are we doing? We're doing okay. We could probably do with forward supply dumps in... Actually, no, put it there. There we go. Put that there as well. There we go. Have we got on a shore in Argentina yet? Nope, but our lads are working on it. Okay, now we're ashore in Argentina. Fantastic. Okay, so the first thing to do is to hold off the counter-attack on the beaches. And once we've held that off, then we advance. You advance that way. You advance that way. Just to clear the beaches for the landing of the primary British Expeditionary Force to take the continent. Well, to seize Argentina. Sorry, correction. I mean West Falkland, I should say. Oh, we have to massively upgrade that port as well, but that's fine. That can absolutely be done. Hello, lads. Oh, you're coming up from the south? That's very cute. Yeah, these divisions are actually massively cranked. There we go. Oh! Is that... We just got the jump on the Argentine destroyers. Oh, that was priceless. That was absolutely beautiful. Alright, lads, you know the drill. We go north and we don't stop until we're in Buenos Aires. You know the drill. Get on with it. Leave the Royal Marines to mop up the south. And us to go northwards. Yep, seize that province. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 for God's sake, go, power! Motorized army? Sure, why not? What a brilliant idea. Fantastic. We may as well take that bit there, and also seize that bit there, like that. No, 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 no. No, you lads are going northwards, aren't you? You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Come on. Push forwards, let's go. Just push forwards, let's not mess around. Spread the front out a bit. Come on, let's go. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. No messing around, lads. Come on, let's get it done. Ah, marvellous. Purpose-built gun carriages. What an excellent concept. Ah, yes. Draft reform. Now people don't have an excuse to not be part of the army. I mean, the Argentinians are using MP40s. I don't know where they got them, seeing that, well, yes, Germany does in fact exist. It's, well, there are two Germanys. There's the independent German Republic, which looks very, very fascist. And then there's Poland, Lithuania, Polish-Lithuanian Germany, which is also very fascist. Look, I don't understand it, you don't understand it, none of us understand it. Haitian divisions... Oh, at last! We finally caught the Argentinian fleet. Sank one of their modern cruisers, 7 of their destroyers, and the Moreno, one of the 2 Rivadavias. They must have tried to break the blockade. That's probably exactly what happened. Marvelous. We have nuclear reactors now and you don't. Ooh, night vision equipment. Good idea. What do you got for me, Whittle? It's Continental Ballistic Missile. That's a good idea, Whittle. I think that's a fantastic idea. What a marvelous idea. How many different ways can I say the word marvelous? Oh my god, there's so many Australians. Oh. Really don't want to send the troops from the African theatre. I think I might have to, though. It's fine, we can just let the Australians burn themselves into the ground. It's fine, it's not a problem. We could probably do with some air power in the region, actually, now that I think about it. Can we get an airbase on the Falklands? I think we absolutely can afford to get an airbase on the Falklands. In regards to... That's fine, nothing going wrong there. It's just we're holding the line now, basically. Oh, more doctrines. Good stuff. We need to learn how to shoot people even better than we already are. Because so saith the way that it goes. Marvellous. Mechanized offensive. Beautiful doctrine. So we're so close to victory now. This war that basically started ages and ages ago now. Yeah. Lads, I hate to be that guy, but please get out of that port. You are eating all of the supply. Thank you. There. Now things are slightly better. How many destroyers are the Argentines building? They must be building a fair amount. Also, again, why are you operating up here? The whole point of the Royal Marines is supposed to be down in the south doing Royal Marines things. That's literally the whole point. Okay, so now that... Oh my god, now that we even have a basic level of supply, we're just casually shattering the Argentines' lines. This is... Oh, good lord, this is embarrassing. Oh my goodness, this is actually embarrassing. Can we seize that port there, please? If we can, that'd be grand. Just try and seize as much of that area as we can. Oh, that'll be the Air Forces coming in to support the, Armored Corps. Yeah, I remember now. There we go. Yes. Yeah. Oh, look at the cute little biplanes. That's utterly adorable. Prepare to die. Ah, good. Time for the, Supermarine Spiteful. Excellent. Would you kindly, please, stop trying to stop me, please? We need more supplies. Yeah, it's basically we just need to build up the port in Chubut, basically. And we could probably also do with some additional ports as well, other infrastructure along the coastline. Probably extend the narrow gauge railway south. Ooh, hello. We have supply and you do not. This is going to be fun. Yeah, we'll expand limited conscription to extensive. Starting to lose a little bit of men now. Not too much men, but we are losing men. So we need more men. More men. They just actually can't stop us. This is a bit embarrassing for them. Excuse me. Oof. Huh. There we go. Give some helicopters as well, and some support super heavy guns. Marvellous. Oh, we're so close to seizing that port. 16 Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo divisions show up. Are you kidding me? Oh, honestly. Couldn't make this stuff up. That's annoying. It's really annoying. If I can get more... If I can build up the port infrastructure, we'll be able to advance. That's the problem. I just need better port infrastructure. There's also the fact that the Argentinian army is spread out fighting wars on basically all the continents that we're involved with. Part of the reason for the invasion was to try and force them to retire back to Argentina proper. But they will not do this. Which is honestly a little bit disconcerting, the fact that they will not. But, well, we have to make do with what we've got. There we go. Do that quickly. Most of the actual work of the yeah, we don't need any more on Christmas Island, please. Thank you. Building railways and ports seems to be 90% of what the of what my actual nation does now. Hello. Oh, wow, the New Zealanders came up with a... Oh, wait. Wait, is that what I think it is? Does it have... Does it use... Yes, it's Bob! The New Zealanders have constructed Bob! The New Zealanders have constructed Bob! Oh my god, yes! Oh my god! Go, Bob! Go! Oh my god, yes, it's Bob! It's Bob! Oh my god, it's Bob! It is actually, honest to god, the Bob Semples. Oh my... Oh my god, that's funny! Oh, that's funny. It's Bob! It's Bob! Hello, Jonathan Moon. Yeah, Spiteful was supposed to be the follow-on to the Spitfire. That was funny. Oh god, that was very, very funny. Now I've got level 3 ports. How much is that doing? Okay, so now we have more infrastructure than a gnat, which is good. And and we're working on building a... There we go. Excellent. Marvellous. Get me better AT, because that'd be very useful. I have full org now. You're gonna die. Thank you. Now politely get out of my way. I mean, I admire the fact that the various countries have come together to oppose colonialism. I'm like, please stop. You're gonna embarrass yourselves here, lads. Where is the... Okay, fantastic. We pulled that off, which is what we needed to do. Where do you think you're going, Sunshine? I don't think so. Marvellous. I have achieved the goal I wanted to do. The front has now been split in two, with a main force now headed north. Marvellous. And the south now firmly in the hands of the Royal Marines. Basically just acting as a containment force, in essence. Oh, wait, can the Argentinians go through Chile? Oh my god, they can. They can move troops into and out of that encirclement at will. That is honestly very frustrating. That is really frustrating, that is. Okay. Ooh. Come on, Hoy, work with me here. Air Doctrine. I don't think there's anything missing, but we will continue to... Marvellous. Marvellous. Let's get some doctrines for our upcoming jet aircraft. Oh, okay, there we go. Marvellous. Okay, so we've managed to close the Argentinians in to a rapidly diminishing pocket of space. The port that we're using to supply the invasion continues to grow. And I'm also going to build another new one up here. Basically just as a supply dump more than a port. How are we doing in terms of... Okay, good. We've got a thing in Northern Australia, which is fantastic. I need to send Lend-Lease to British Malaya anyway, because they became a puppet rather than an integrated. Sorry, no, that's Imperial Australia. We don't need you to have any Lend-Lease. Oh my goodness. What we need is British Malaya to have Lend-Lease because they're running out of the rifles they use. And I want them back as a puppet anyway. And we'll send them 1,000 convoys as well, because why not? There we go. That'll help drive the enemy. But I mean, if we can pull off it, I mean, to be fair, the Cubans can't even get troops here because their convoys keep getting cut off and encircled. Well, not convoys, sorry, but you know what I mean. There we go. So that okay. So that is the southern part of the front dealt with. What I'm now gonna do is we're just gonna very quickly clean up the Caribbean. Basically, I'm gonna send the Royal Marines into the Caribbean, and we're just gonna clean up all these little nations up because they're supplying a good deal of manpower and divisions to Australia, and it's delaying the conflict. It's putting my timetable behind. There we go. There we are. Very good indeed. Okay, stop the attacks, lads. It's fine. Stop the attacks. We're good. We're good. We're holding in place. We're holding in place while the supply and logistical situation improves a tad. That's what we're doing. We're waiting for additional kit to come in. That's what we're doing. There we go. That's it. Out we get. So we're ashore in Argentina, and then we've got the various naval invasions in the Caribbean still to come. And we have, in fact, encircled troops in Northern Australia. Logistics! Logistics! Ha ha ha! Yes. Logistics. I assume that's actually all of the Cuban... It is, yeah. So all of the Cuban supplies trying to reach Australia are just getting sunk. I would say, why don't they go the other way? But yeah, they can't either. There's basically no way they can go. Okay. So, let's have a look real quick. So, oh, peace conference? Is that the Soviet Union dying? That might be the Soviets dying. I suspect that's the Soviets dying. Oh, it's a big one. Oh, it's a big one. Oh, that's a big peace conference. Oh, yeah, that was the Soviets dying. Oh, my lord. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. What? France, what are you doing? France, why? And Stalin's still alive. He's still alive. What? Oh my god. So Romania now extends into Siberia. Turkey, I'm fixing this. One second. Fleet's taking some measures because I'm sorry that border is unbelievably cursed. Like, I'm sorry, but there needs to be... Like, there needs to be a land connection. I am sorry. I'm sorry. I'm host tooling that because that's awful. There. I could live with that. Oh, Austria-Hungary exists now, apparently. So I assume the unification is occurring now, gradually. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is this? What is this? And Denmark fought that war and got nothing. Oh. This is just... Oh my god. It would surprise me if France and the Austrians don't come to blows. This is just... Oh my lord. Oh my god. That's just... Oh my lord. Ugh. And on that horrific monstrosity, it is time to end. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I hope you've all enjoyed. Please, please, please do follow if you can follow. We are 1 follower away from our 100 followers goal. If you can subscribe or give subscribers, please do so. Everything helps. Every little bit helps the channel. And if you can give some bits, give some bits. I'll hopefully see all of you who are subscribers of Dr. Clark for brew ships later on. And without further ado, take care, everyone. Have a fantastic Sunday and a brilliant next week. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.